Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Ginella pulled over by cops during RHOC filming driving without valid license. Poor Ginella can't catch a break. The entire cast of The Real Housewives of Orange County has been coming after her all season long. She's got bloggers and journalists dragging her through the mud and calling out her inconsistencies. On top of all of that, we've learned that she had a run-in with the law. Can things get any worse for this housewife? Although Katie's interaction with the police pales in comparison to other Real Housewives legal drama, it still sounds like a headache for the mother of four. According to court records reviewed by Us Weekly, Katie got pulled over on June 3 for driving while using a cell phone. Knowing Katie, she was probably calling up Kiki Monique. When the cop pulled Katie over, they discovered that she didn't have a valid California driver's license. Hers was an out-of-state license, despite her being a full-time resident in California. Of course, the cop decided to issue Katie a second ticket for driving without a valid license. Ironically, one of Katie's on-screen nemesis, Shannon Beater, got pulled over for the exact same reason 2 weeks before Katie did. Shannon got busted on May 21 for using her phone while behind the wheel. Of course, Shannon later claimed that she didn't do anything wrong. Either way, it's clear that these Orange County cops are trying to crack down on distracted driving. Perhaps that's something Katie and Shannon can bond over at the upcoming Season 19 reunion. The Real Housewives of Orange County airs on Bravo every Thursday at 8/7C. Stream it the next day on Peacock or Hayu in the UK and Ireland. When Bravo cameras roll, Orange County's most glamorous women usually expect to serve up sparkling banter, wine-fueled feuds, and the occasional table-flipping meltdown. But during a recent taping of The Real Housewives of Orange County, newcomer Ginella found herself at the center of drama that had nothing to do with cast alliances or shady confessionals. Instead, flashing blue and red lights lit up the production when police pulled her over for driving without a valid license. What unfolded was part comedy, part chaos, and all reality TV gold, a scene so bizarre that even seasoned producers reportedly had to pinch themselves. The setup: a glamorous day, until it wasn't. Insiders say the cast had been filming an afternoon scene meant to showcase Katie's entrepreneurial side. Dressed in a chic blazer paired with oversized sunglasses, she was behind the wheel of her sleek black Range Rover, heading to a staged lunch with Heather Dubrow and Shannon Beater. Cameras trailed her car while another crew set up at the restaurant patio, ready to capture champagne toasts and passive-aggressive digs. But instead of arriving in grand fashion, Katie's entrance was derailed when a patrol car pulled up behind her just blocks away. According to witnesses, producers first assumed it was some random traffic enforcement that wouldn't make it to the final cut. That is, until the officer's request, "Ma'am, can I see your license?" revealed a plot twist no Bravo writer could have scripted. Katie, calm at first, reportedly rummaged through her luxury handbag before admitting she didn't have a current license to show. Sources close to production claim her license had expired months ago, but with the whirlwind of filming schedules, family obligations, and social events, she hadn't realized the oversight. "I swear, I didn't even think about it," she allegedly told the officer, while Bravo cameras zoomed in on every nervous smile and carefully rehearsed hair flip. The cop wasn't amused. The crew, however, was silently ecstatic. Cast reactions, gasps, giggles, and group chats. Heather Dubrow, who prides herself on meticulous order and adherence to rules, was reportedly horrified when word of the incident reached the lunch table. "Driving without a valid license? That's not chic, that's not responsible, and that's definitely not what I would do," Heather allegedly muttered, adjusting her Chanel jacket while sipping sparkling water. Shannon Beater, meanwhile, found humor in the chaos. Only on this show would lunch be delayed because someone couldn't pass a DMV check, she joked to producers, later whispering to the camera, "Honestly, Katie's lucky she didn't crash into my feng shui energy on the way here." Tamra Judge, never one to miss a chance at shade, supposedly texted in the cast group chat, "License to drive? More like license to kill this season's storyline." The cameras keep rolling. Bravo production rules are clear. The show must go on. While the officer handled the matter professionally, producers captured every detail, Katie stepping out of her SUV in towering heels, nervously explaining herself, and even trying to lighten the mood by cracking a joke about needing a license to survive this group of women. The officer, stone-faced, simply handed her a citation. The moment was pure Housewives irony, glamour colliding with everyday consequences. Behind the scenes, producer panic and delight. Though fans won't see the raw footage until the season airs, insiders say producers were torn between worry and delight. On one hand, legal hiccups complicate filming schedules, especially if a star is restricted from driving on camera. On the other, controversy fuels ratings, and Katie's brush with the law instantly gave her a storyline far juicier than a casual lunch. Honestly, this is the kind of unscripted moment you pray for. One insider revealed, "We didn't plan it, but it fits the Housewives formula perfectly. Glamour meets real life. You can't make this stuff up." Fans react online. Though the incident has yet to officially air, word leaked onto fan accounts and Housewives gossip pages almost immediately. Within hours, hashtags like #LicenseGate and #RHOC Pullover trended among Bravo enthusiasts. One fan tweeted, "Katie Ginella pulled over mid-filming, that's the content I signed up for." Another chimed in, "DMV greater than Bravo. Even the cops know you can't join RHOC without paperwork in order." Others defended her, suggesting the oversight was human and relatable. "Who hasn't forgotten to renew something?" a fan wrote. "At least she's not flipping tables or hiding offshore accounts." Katie's clapback. Katie, true to Housewives tradition, didn't let the narrative spin without her input. Later that evening, she reportedly jumped on Instagram stories, sharing a cheeky post. "Note to self. When life hands you lemons, make sure you have a valid license before driving to squeeze them." She added another slide, showing her at the DMV with the caption, "Catch me here more than Nobu this week." The playful approach may win her sympathy points, even as critics question her judgment. The bigger picture. Housewives and the law. If Katie hoped to quietly blend into the ensemble, this incident may cement her as a breakout figure. Housewives' history is dotted with legal entanglements, from Teresa Giudice's tax troubles to Erika Jayne's ongoing scandals. While Katie's slip-up is far less severe, it still fits into the franchise's legacy of real life colliding with televised luxury. And in Orange County, where reputations are as carefully curated as Instagram grids, even a DMV misstep can ripple into friendships, alliances, and shady confessionals. What it means for the season. Bravo has yet to confirm if the footage will air, but insiders believe it's too juicy to cut. If included, it could serve as Katie's defining introduction, positioning her as both glamorous and flawed, relatable yet chaotic. This will either endear her to fans or make her the butt of every joke, one source shared. Either way, it's memorable. And in the Housewives universe, memorable is everything. The incident may also fuel cast dynamics. Heather's judgmental sighs, Tamra's mocking one-liners, and Shannon's giggles are bound to create ripple effects that last multiple episodes. Viewers could see the moment reframed again and again in confessionals, with each housewife spinning it for her own narrative.